All right, so let's get started. You guys are all smiling and everything. Hi!
How are you?
Are you smiling because it's over?
No, we are, we have mixed emotions about that, but it's been a great journey.
Good. No, let's talk. Why are we feeling bittersweet?
Well, we were just talking a few minutes ago that we were saying, after everything we've learned during these 6 weeks, this process itself is coming to an end, but we see it just as the beginning of a bigger part or a bigger process in our company, where we now need to, and Carlos just said, we actually need to still have a time every week set aside to talk or to plan on the future of the company. So just that is going to be, something that's going to stay with us for a long time. But then again, we're also, I guess you only discover these things once, and you get like the experience of discovering all this about the company, about what you want to do with it for the first time. But after this, I'm sure we're going to keep learning more and doing more things, and we're just excited about that as well.
Good. Erica, how you feeling?
Well, I feel, like said, it's a mix of emotions because, we are excited because we really find out a lot of things very interesting and very helpful for everything actually. In this time we are like, okay, we did this, it was amazing, we have this path already like in the start of something that we think it's very huge, and we are expecting a lot of things too. And also it's like, okay, we have to meet again like in the past and say, okay, now what? How we are going to move forward.
And you, Carlos?
I think for me it's been a really interesting ride to get from, okay, so we want to be a business, to get to, okay, this is who we are, these are our commitments, these are the values that we're going to pursue. And I think rather than being the end of something, it's just the moment to ask a lot of different questions. Like, for example, how much are we comfortable growing? How fast? Which things are we going to pursue first? And based on all these values, how comfortable are we of taking risk? How comfortable are we of doing things in one way or another? And I think it gives us a good point for all of us to make, to find a compromise. Like, maybe it's not going to be as fast and as impulsive as just me taking the decisions, but it's probably not going to be as slow and precise as somebody else on the team would want it.
Yeah.
I wonder who
that could be.
So it's been quite a ride, definitely. So I'm happy, excited about the future. But it gives you not doubts, but it's a feeling like, okay, so after today, in a way, it's the first time we are on our own. Like, we're not getting a trainee program that is telling us what to do, or at least helping us create a business plan or something. And we're not getting this time with you to validate our ideas or to guide us or to find, you need to consider this or that. So it's up to us, which is at the same time exciting and scary. But one of the things, and I think you might comment on that, but one of the good things we have is the fact that I think all of us have the ability we have this gift of being able to be taught. And I think you saw that in us, and other people do. So, for example, I was meeting with one of my mentors this morning and talking to her a little bit. She has given us some advice before on what she has done in the past. And I think we still get people that are committed with us, like there's still people that it's invested emotionally or in each of us that can actually help us make decisions or help us, giving us insights that we might not have yet.
And thank you for being totally transparent and letting me know the up and the down and the positive and the negative of this, because that's what a business is. It's all of those things. And people get in trouble because all we ever talk about when you see is how great it is and how you do follow these 4 steps and, you do this and that. It's just not what a business is. But what I want to do, and hopefully this will alleviate, I have to disagree with you on a lot of some of the things you said, Carlos, because you have everything you need because you created it together. As long as you guys, you don't need, it's great to have mentors. It's great to, the 3 of you with your core values are all you need. And that's what you're going to need to remember. So when you start getting that butterflies in your stomach and you start thinking, we don't know. Yeah, you do. You do know. Will it be easy decisions all the time? Of course not. But you have a guide, you have a map. Use it.
Yeah.
You have a map. And there's absolutely nothing else that I could teach you except at this point, if we sat down and I helped you write the documents, which I don't need to do. You have everything you need. And this is why this is so important, because people go to these seminars and all these things and spend all this money on these books. And in 6 weeks, you've learned so much and completely transform your business that it really doesn't matter if you wake up tomorrow and say, hey, let's do a window washing business. You would know how to build a window washing business.
Yeah.
And that's what so it's not, it's like it's the simple things, but the complexity and simplicity, because it's simple, but it's not simple. It's, it's complex. But you have everything you need. You have absolutely everything you need. And what I'm so excited about is that for the second time, I've taken someone through a process that's proven to be positive. And so now I'm ready to scale it. This has been, because your business has been totally different from Melanie's. My experience with you has been totally different from what my experience was with Melanie, how I approached that each week, because we actually met twice a week. And there was a lot in the situation with Melanie where it was a lot I had to do with, because she's by herself. So there was a lot of emotional support and that self-esteem stuff I had to do with her. So we started every meeting totally different, started and ended every meeting totally different than what I do with you guys. And so what it proved to me is no matter what I believe, with Mr. Data person, I've only done this twice, but I'm pretty sure that under normal circumstances, which means willing people have an idea, doesn't even have to be a formed out business or process, because we've not even talked about your business yet. We haven't talked about the day-to-day operations of Unplugged. We haven't discussed that at all.
Yeah.
So with that, I can take this to any industry, any group of entrepreneurs, and make this happen. So I'm so excited to see the finished product that we come out and touch and be able to touch the lives in the ways that both of us, meaning you group collectively and me, really want to see Central and South America change related to entrepreneurship.
And we would be I guess we're also very excited about seeing how this would translate and how you would scale this, because it also has changed the way we see businesses and the things we consider important and not important when it comes to building a company. So we sure hope that more people can change their way of thinking.
Yes.
There in the States and here in Latin America as well.
It is such a paradigm shift. And that's me. Because normally I would say, oh, fuck that. That's me patting myself on the back. I went to school. I developed this based on the things that I've learned. And it works. That is so gratifying for me on my end to know that this works. Also, it creates a product that is outside, Lord have mercy, that is outside of doing inclusion and diversity. Lord, Lord have mercy. Do you think I like gaslighting white people? No, I don't. It's fun, but it's not like I want to do it all day. I'd rather be helping marginalized entrepreneurs build businesses so that they can compete with these assholes. That's what I want. Because what I'm doing on Twitter is not helping anybody financially. What I want you to do is be able to build companies where you can say, no, you can't ignore me. And no, we don't need you in El Salvador because we have an El Salvadorian company that does that and understands our needs. So goodbye. That right there, when you're hitting them in the pocket, that's the only time they'll start paying attention and valuing what we have to say. And that's another reason why I'm so excited about this. Not just because it proves out, but the impact, the potential impact for change that it could have. I mean, I'm thinking 3 to 5 years of us doing this. What could Latin America or, South America, and you're right, because there are going to be Spanish speaking people in the United States who could benefit from this. So, so I'll just say the Americas, how are Latinx in the Americas can be benefited from this? This is just like, fuck your government, the politics, whatever, because it all is about business. Mm-hmm. It's all about business. And so you'll have the ability to create your own futures and the futures of your families and the futures of your communities. And I'll be able to do the same. It's just like, it's a win-win for everybody. And I love that. I love that. And so I really want to thank you, Ed, first of all, for reaching out, for seeing Melanie's tweet and saying, hey, that's something we're interested in. And because this was a risk for you guys and for just taking the risk. I really admire you for that, for taking the risk. Because think about it. We've been doing this for 6 weeks, but how long did it take us to even get started? So you could have been of the mindset that, oh, well, God, we're wasting business. We could be doing, what I'm saying? We're behind, da-da-da-da. And because we've been talking about this since it was cold outside. I do know that.
It was the same weather.
Shut up, Carlos. It was cold outside here. But so I really commend you for that. And I want you, Carlos, specifically, I'm speaking to you. Whenever you get that we don't know and you start getting nervous, remember the risk you've already taken. Look how far you've come. Because you guys got to remember how far you've come. Don't forget where you were and where you are now. When there's a decision, should we take a risk? And if it's a risk that aligns with your core values, remember that you've already done it. This is not new. You've already done it. So getting to the last part, which is standardization, I really like that you've already decided that weekly you will be having this as a part of your conversations. Because you need to be talking about this weekly. And when you find that you've gotten too busy and you've missed weeks, that's when you need to stop everything and get back to the drawing board, because this is where people get off. They start getting, and this is the difference between, you remember we talked about working in your business and working on your business. Entrepreneurs work on businesses. Mm-hmm. Self-employed people create jobs for themselves and they work in their business.
Yeah. And
you don't want to do that. So, what's next, guys?
So we have some news because we actually sent out a survey and a few of our clients responded. So we wanted to share some of the things some of the insights that we got from a very small sample, but we're confident that this kind of shows the things that we have been able to effectively communicate to our clients and the things that maybe we need to focus a little bit more effort into making clear about what is it about working with us. So I'll leave that to you guys.
And for the first time in 6 weeks, we are gonna share our screen.
What?
So you're gonna be see my face a little bit closer a couple seconds. How do you share screen?
Look at the bottom. It says there's a green button that says share screen at the bottom of the thing where it says right next to chat.
Share.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we cannot see you now for now.
You should be able to see me in the corner over there, but yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so we have a couple results. We sent this survey. We have 4 people that have answered the survey so far. The survey was designed by Erica, so I'll let her explain what we're trying to measure.
Okay, first of all, we couldn't evaluate the whole pillars that we have. We only have the pillar that says doing things right. So I will
I think it's the green one at the top. Look at you already have okay, never mind. You already had it open. It's at the top. Go ahead.
Okay, we only could evaluate returning customers, accept upsells, referred clients, and the percent of document process.
Okay.
So we have here, okay. The first question was, how did you hear about us? So we have only this.
That's fine. Don't apologize. You got something.
Well, we are happy because we have 1 recommendation.
Yes.
Good.
Then the second question is, which service did you hire with us? And we have 2 responses of analytics and 2 of digital advertising.
Okay.
So somebody didn't do their homework.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that we can still get more answers later. That's still gonna give us new insights.
Well, the third one is, what is your overall impressions of our work? So we are happy also with this because we have 2 responses that are really positive and 2 positive. Then in the other one, we have overall quality. How would you rate the service? In this case, it's even better than the last question because we have 3 responses that was 5. This is excellent, and only 1, but also good. 4. In the other question we have, what do you like the most about working with us? Then this is what we got. The quality of the work done right. That's actually our pillar. Yeah. The third is
closeness to all of us.
Yeah.
Was what?
Closeness.
Okay.
And this is the last one. Okay, the other question is, and what do you think could still be improved? This is the most scary, the scaring part.
Well, I don't want you to think, okay, I'm gonna stop you because I don't want you to think of feedback as positive or negative. All feedback is an opportunity to learn something you didn't know.
Yeah. That's right. The timing, information about service outside of analytics, nothing, and rates. And the 7th question is, how likely are you to work with us in a different service? We are also happy with this because we have practically everything was positive. One response was 5, extremely likely, and 4 was still good, number 4.
And one of the things that we have as a learning experience here is that we still need to work on how to make them comfortable with working with us as a team as opposed as individuals, so that we can push for that likelihood of working with other services.
Gotcha. So each one of you guys are bringing in people separately and you've been working with them by yourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll change.
Mm-hmm.
And the other question is, would you recommend or work to someone you know? And for response, yes. Okay. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
No, scroll down because I want to see what kind of companies they are.
Oh, the name of.
They're just the names,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Well, good. Good. Again, don't think of feedback, positive or negative, as in is positive or negative. It is just an opportunity for you to learn, because it doesn't, what benefit is it to get all positives? You can't grow from that.
Yeah.
Carlos, come in. Yeah. Yeah, you can't learn anything if everybody and then that's not always true. It just maybe they are too afraid to say anything negative. Just because that's the nice thing to do or whatever. But congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you. So any final any updates on what's happening with the show? How are we gonna do that? Or are you gonna get back to me?
So, and I think you're gonna like this.
Oh Lord.
It's a good thing. I think this show has become something of a collaboration of people, not just us. For example, we had Gabby send you, well, Erica sent you the samples Gabby made for the logo, and she's very excited about it. It's a lot of there are a lot of different options there, which is way more than we actually were expecting, or what we are actually like. You
got my responses, right, Erica?
Yeah. We already sent it to her.
I mean, it's going above and beyond anything we were even asking of her, and I think she's doing it because she likes the idea and the concept and what we're doing. On the video editing, we are actually getting Erica's sister, Mailing, to help with that. And this is really interesting. I mean, she's a freshman in college, but she wants to switch to study media production. So we're going to be teaching her how to edit videos, and she's going to assist us on doing that. I cannot hear you. Just 1 second. Something.
Oh my God, there's so much more.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
So we have 2 people collaborating with that. That's everything I have right now. And the third thing is, for example, for the translation.
Back in, Carlos. Come back in. Move your chair closer to Erica.
Okay, sorry. For the translation of the videos, translation of the articles, we're gonna be using the same service that Ed created.
I set up, yeah.
Set up for
creating the strong word.
Yeah, he set up.
Damn it! Go ahead.
For the forum. So I think there's been a lot of synergy around the project in ways that.
You know what? You do not know how this is touching my heart, because it speaks. You might be seeing it as separate, but it speaks specifically to your core values. And it also speaks to, before we even started this, your desire to bring in community and be about community and helping develop people's skills so that they grow. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you're naturally doing it speaks so much about that. So I hope you're documenting all of that and having conversations about that, because that is you demonstrating your core values. And that's the difference between somebody who puts their stuff on a wall and walks around and their company looks nothing like that. Then every decision you're making, the relationships you have, are based on your core values and your belief in, we really want to help our community improve financially and develop these skills. And so you're doing it already. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So for me, I'm in no hurry. Whenever y'all get this together, I can't wait to start promoting it. I can't wait to start talking about it. So just let me know, because this is so different from all the other things that I'm doing that people are going to be like, what the fuck did that come from? And I love that, because the reason I do, because people underestimate people of color. They never consider us. And so we can sit back and do things stealth-like without them disturbing us, without them doing anything, because they don't even think about us in that way. So when we hit this, when this comes out, this is gonna be so huge. This is gonna be, there are gonna be a lot, and I can see a lot of US companies wanting to sponsor and support this, just because if nothing else, they're looking for workers. They're looking to put their name on something good. So we can use our core values and say, no, you don't fit. And I'm gonna love that. You don't fit that. We don't want your sponsorship, but we'll take your sponsorship, sir, because this is gonna be so huge. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you guys. You've done the work, and you've done the work. You actually didn't talk about it like a lot of people do. You actually did the work. You were uncomfortable when you needed to be. You accepted it, and you did the work.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for guiding us through the whole process. It was really life-changing.
Mm-hmm.
Very welcome. Any last comments, questions, concerns?
Oh, actually, we missed one thing on the work we're doing. We're meeting with some organizations to see if we can promote this a little bit more. We don't want to jinx it because we're still working on it, but we will let you know once we have more information.
Cool. And trust me that when this is ready, I will make time in my schedule, because this is so important to me. This so aligns with my desire to democratize business school education. No one should have to go into debt like I've gone into debt to get to understand this. It makes absolutely no sense. It is so out of the reach of the average person. So the average person is continuing to create jobs for themselves, not businesses. And so whenever you guys get ready, just let me know. I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait to start talking about this. Oh, I'm very excited.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be, and that's what I love. Not only is it going to be great, but it's something people haven't seen.
Yeah.
It's something people haven't seen. It's so unique. It is so fucking unique.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it. I love it. So thank you. So thank you for taking this journey with me, because I know I can be out there. I can think of some stuff out there, because I remember that conversation where we're talking. I was like, hey, have you ever thought of? And that just came out of my head. And you guys were like, yeah, that makes sense. And you trusted me enough to say, let's go with this.
Yeah.
So I really thank you for that. I really thank you.
Yeah,
and keep me updated on your success.
Will do.
We will.
As a business, please. All right. And we're not strangers. This is not goodbye.
Yeah.
We need to meet you in person one day. So we either figure out a way for all of us to meet somewhere else, or we figure out a way to get you here to El Salvador.
Oh, that would be great.
Which, last question, and I think I'm getting ahead. I haven't talked to anybody about that. It's popping in my head.
Go ahead. I love that.
If we need you to sit with somebody else on a video conference to explain what you do and see if we can promote you that way, would you be willing to?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm thinking right now that we can, because the kind of events that we want to get involved with, we could even, I haven't seen if we can actually do this, but I think it's viable to say, we know a business consultant in the United States that helped us develop our business and that could share, that could speak at a conference or, give a workshop, and try to coordinate bringing you here. And I guess if you're open to that, we can definitely.
Yeah, almost definitely. That's because that's what I'm doing more of. When I was in Berlin, I was consulting with some clients in Berlin. And then I just got hired to do, there's an an open source, you'll be interested in this, Carlos, a statistics open source project that's compared to SPSS. That's their competitor. Well, quantitative. And they're bringing me in because they need bylaws because there's only white guys working there. So they need to figure out how to make their open source project more inclusive. So that's the work I love to do. What are you about to say?
Project? Sorry.
I can drop it in. I'll send it to you in a tweet. I mean, in a DM, so you can see, because I don't know what the hell it is. They just confirmed today. But yes, that's the work I want to do. I want to be working with businesses, and that's why when I'm on Twitter, that is, and Erica, you appreciate this. When I gaslight racists and white supremacists or whatever, it's free marketing for me. All I have to do, because people don't believe that people say stuff like this. So that's why I don't block people. And I'll just retweet comment. If you go on my page today, you would crack up laughing. I gave this dude the finger all day long. It was so funny. Why won't you answer my question? I was like, I was just like, and I couldn't believe that he kept coming back. But at some point he said something about something black. I was like, see, there it is. I knew if I took long enough, if I was patient, you finally come out as the racist you are. And I do that because I've been getting business because people see that. Because white people don't believe that this stuff happens. They don't believe it. They think that, we solved racism a long time ago. What's going on? You can't hear me?
Camera.
Yeah. The camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they think that this, this whole thing is just in our heads. They've been saying that people of color, what are you talking about? You're just being too sensitive. And so what this is proven is, no, we're not being too sensitive. You guys are jerks. And, but so I've been getting a lot of clients from this. So yes, that's the kind of work I want to do. I want to be working with businesses and building better businesses, particularly for marginalized people. Yes, I'm looking forward to traveling Central and South America. Yes, I'm going to need a translator, but yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Somebody that I met when I was in Berlin actually is trying to see if he can bring my conference down to, he's trying to figure out if it's going to be Buenos Aires. It's one of these two countries that are right next to each other in Southern South America. And one is really populated, but the other one really needs to have a kind of conference that I have. So yeah, so I'm willing to travel anywhere.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to be honest. It's not going to happen now, but I can actually see us, the team, making this into a business thing, some kind of production thing. So keep that in mind too, of us all working together to do this. Yes, Carlos.
We need to figure out if it's part of our core values before.
Whatever, Carlos. But great answer. He's like, hold on, wait a minute. But yes, I mean, we have to, don't put yourselves in a box. We have to think, if there's an idea that comes in your head, share it. You never know. We can figure it out. So yeah, I'm very excited about what's going to happen in the next when we launch this, what's going to happen. I'm just excited about that. So we better be ready to hit the ground running when that happens, because particularly with Erica's expertise and Gabby with marketing and whatnot, and if we hit the right channels, the right groups, this is going to hit, if not episode 1, definitely episode 2, particularly having the discourse where we can talk.
Yeah.
Because that's very unique, Yeah. So again, it's been amazing. I'm so looking forward to this. So any last words? Oh, that sounds like you're dying. Sorry about that. I was about to say final. That doesn't sound right, in it. Anything before we go? That's
Yeah. No, we're excited as well. Really want to see how people over here and over there, how they react, to stuff like this, and hopefully we can help you know, just somebody to have that change in their mind of saying, maybe I've been focusing on the wrong things when it comes to building my business.
And then what would be really great is not only that, but somebody who's never thought of themselves as a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to say, hey, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. Take care, guys.
You
Take
too.
care.
All right. Bye-bye.